with the Houston Texans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
30-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Chicago.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He's across
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
2-yard line.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Down and 1.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pickup of 2.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Texans 14. Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Bears 7.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Ties the game.
Santos with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 27, Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken
Well,
down.
so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll find Lindsey here. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now he opts for the spin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Nice gain there by the 2nd-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control a game with his running.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Texans 21, Bears 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 77 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. It's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Texans first down.
Watson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Watson looks to throw again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to call it and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now Watson throws another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing Man, force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, They got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, they'll throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it third and goal.
9 on the play. It's third and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Number 11.
A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Lindsey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn now to extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Texans 28, Bears 24. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
That's complete to Mooney.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The Texans' 43-yard line.
Montgomery. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down. Mike 3. Combo. Focus, defense, focus.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite.
And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
A pickup on the play.
A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Texans 35. Bears 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Come on and get it.
Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some
It's
reason.
deep in there, right? The 22 more yards there and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Rolling to his right. Escapes the defender. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
A pickup of 44 yards.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Watson off play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receiver.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.